Hello to you, my friends, and welcome back to my channel. I am parked outside of the Kurungbong Community Centre. Now, there is an op shop open here Mondays and Wednesdays from 9 to 1:30. Now, let me give you a little bit of a backstory. Yesterday, I filmed at what is becoming my favourite salvos at Tugra, but I found 0 items. 0. And so now it's Wednesday and I'm like, okay, what am I going to film? What can I do? Because I literally have 2 days to film and edit. Of course, I scrapped all the footage from yesterday's adventure because, like I said, it was so bad, you guys. It was dismal. It really was. So I am hoping to find some amazing vintage as always, because when I have thrifted here before, it's either I find really good stuff or 0. So let's hope that this is a good day. Because of the limited hours, it's always packed, right? As you would have seen when I drove in. I mean, I'm lucky I found a park. But also the setup of the op shop is kind of small and bendy. I would say it is the op shop most difficult to film in, so I'm going to do my best. Enough rambling. It is already, oh, I forgot my watch today. Okay, it's 10 o'clock. So I have 3.5 hours to thrift, which is plenty of time. So let us go, and may the thrift gods be with me. So, I've just gone through all of the dresses. Now, there are some really good labels, as you would have seen. I have picked out a few to try on. Let me show you. Look at this dress. It's made in Mexico. I mean, the embroidery work on this is stunning. I want to try it on for shits and giggles, but I have a feeling it's just going to be overwhelming on my frame. But how special is that? You guys know I love Lyrics pieces. This dress is from David Jones label. It's kind of a square neckline, empire waist and tiered skirt. So I'm going to give that a go. I also want to try on this plaid dress. It's a shirt dress with a little cap sleeve. This is not vintage. I'm not familiar with the label, but I think that would be really cute. But look at this piece, you guys. It's vintage Ricky Renee. I love coming across this label because it's just exquisite Australian vintage. Now look at the top part of this dress. It's beautiful, but not into the bottom. So what I am thinking, if I like it, I'm just going to cut out the skirt and wear this as a blouse. How beautiful is that? So excited. I have gone through the whole entire store, and let me tell you, things are flying off the racks because it's fill a bag for $5 today. So let me show you what I found. I want to try on this pair of burgundy pants. Now they're kind of relaxed and they have this texture through it, but they are vintage whistles. So I want to give those a go. I also found this beautiful silk skirt by Minuet. There is the label. I just love the large print of these flowers and the colorway is gorgeous. And the one and only top I found was this gorgeous blouse in this flower print again. I just love a large flower print. This label is Brave and True. You will see this label in all the boutiques on the Central Coast, so it's quite contemporary, but I love the balloon sleeve and I just love the colorway. So let's go try this stuff on. Firstly, I want to say that Currumbong Community Centre came through for me today. Yes. And secondly, hello to Debbie. I just love meeting you guys. When you come up to me and you say hi, it literally makes me so happy because it makes me realize that I actually do have a community who watch and enjoy my videos. It makes me so happy. So with that said, I had such a fun time. It was a good thrift. The thrift gods were by my side and I have a video for Friday because if today didn't work out, I do not know what I would have done. All right, let's get stuck into the items. So I found this Baker Boy knitted cap on a shelf, just where the clothing was. And I love this style of hat. I find it so flattering. The color, I mean, come on, burgundy, I adore. And I mean, it's so cute. It's just so cute, right? And then with these pants, what a perfect pairing. So at first, I thought these pants were by the UK label Whistles, but apparently not. This is a vintage Australian brand because, my friends, it is a polyester rayon fabric and made in Australia. Now, although these pants were a little loose on me, I don't think you can tell. Because it's elasticated, it kind of sits on my hip, and although it's not really fitted, they don't fall down either. So I can get away with it. And when I find vintage pants like this without a button zip closure, they normally don't have pockets. And this pant does have pockets, which I absolutely love. I did not mind the leg at all either. It's not as straight as I'm normally attracted to, but it's definitely not tapered, and it's kind of loose and relaxed, and they are so comfortable. So of course I had to get them. I would wear these pants with a black or white t-shirt, a kitten heel or pointy flat, and done. Such a cute outfit, and by intentionally tying burgundy together, it's just gonna look elevated, So of course I had to grab those pants. And this cap, you guys, is a wool blend, would you believe? It is made in China, but it's 50% wool and 50% polyester. So love and love. The second bottom I picked up was this midi skirt. Now this is vintage. If I come up close, you can see the label, Minuet, and then there is the sizing there, which says European size 38, which equals an Australian size 10. And on the back, you will see the fabric composition, well, hopefully you can see, is a viscose silk blend. So beautiful quality. It's also fully lined, which I appreciate. There is a hidden zip closure on the side. I thought it was just a beautiful piece. Now, what I loved about this skirt is that the floral print is large, and that is what I prefer when it comes to a floral print in general. When it's a ditzy floral print, I kind of, stay away. But this large floral I find so chic, and it came with a tie. I am not normally one who likes to wear the ties or belts that come with a garment. There is a very thin cotton thread on either side of this skirt to loop through the tie, but I would instead throw it around my neck like I did in the try-on with perhaps a white t-shirt and a white mule kitten heel. Or if I wanted to juxtapose the very feminine skirt, I would wear a high top Converse trainer in navy blue to bring out the blue in the skirt. And so even though I may not end up keeping this piece, I think it will be beautiful to have on my Depop. So this was the only top I ended up finding. Again, a beautiful floral print. Love how large it is. Love the neutral colorway. It's so chic. I adore a high neck and a balloon sleeve. The cuff is also elasticated, so it creates that little bell cuff. So this is a crinkle crepey kind of fabric. However, it is polyester, which I don't mind because I love the garment so much. I mean, the colors are just beautiful. I would love to wear this with denim, I think, and a kitten heel or a slingback, something like that. And this label, Brave and True, is one I come across so often in the boutiques up here on the coast. It is a size small, and I just really, really love this blouse. So I tried on a few dresses in the fitting room, right? But this dress I absolutely love. I mean, I'm gonna wear this next week for sure. I love plaid. Always have, always will. And the fact that this is a summer dress in plaid makes me so excited because I can wear plaid in the summertime, which I normally don't, but I can also layer a long sleeve turtleneck or just add a blazer and wear it in the wintertime. So again, love navy. The silhouette of this dress is beautiful. So when I put it on, it was a little snug in the top half, right? So I buttoned it to the waist and left the rest of the buttons popped open, and I thought it looked so beautiful in a deep V like that because the top half of this shirt dress is a shirt and it was kind of snug. I could get away with it. It wasn't kind of loose and gaping open, and it looks so much more flattering that way as opposed to buttoning up more buttons and having it stretch and look too tight, if you know what I mean. A shirt dress is my go-to, and again, I just love the silhouette. I love the fit, flare. It's so feminine, so flattering. And again, you can add a belt like I did in the try on or not. I mean, endless possibilities with the shoe. An ankle boot, a sneaker, a kitten heel, a pointy flat. Anything will go with this piece, and I love it. I simply love it. However, I do not recognize this label at all. So there is no fabric composition. This tag just has some Mandarin writing written all over it. But I can guarantee that this is a cotton with probably 5% elastane, which gives it that beautiful fit on top and then that gorgeous flare on the bottom. If this dress had pockets, it would be a 10 out of 10. No pockets, but nonetheless, I simply love and can't wait to wear it. Okay, so when I picked up this dress, I didn't even realize it was a size 14 until I got into the fitting room. And then I thought, oh no, it's gonna be too big in the bust area and it's just gonna fall and look awful on me. However, it fit me well considering the size, right? I did not think I was gonna love this piece. Initially, I thought of this for my Depop, but once I put it on, I just loved it. I think it's so pretty. I love the neckline, the square neckline, the empire waist, the full maxi tiered skirt. The colorway is beautiful, black and gold lyrics. I just think, again, it's so feminine, so pretty. It's got a boho flair to it. Well, at least I would style it in a boho way. I would throw some kind of tie around my neck and wear an ankle boot or a western boot and add a lot of jewelry, and that is how I would go with this piece. But this was an unexpected love. So this is by David Jones. It is made in China and the fabric composition is polyester. And finally, I found an epic vintage piece. I mean, I love it. I am 100% going to snip off this bottom section. It's going to make an absolutely stunning peplum long sleeve blouse. I love finding vintage like this. So as I mentioned, this label, Ricky Renee, is one that I have thrifted in the past quite often, and I get so excited when I see it because most of their stuff is absolutely gorgeous. So this is labeled a size 12. It's 100% polyester. I also love the print of this piece. Now, the only flaw in this piece is a missing button right here. So there should have been just one more button. There is the button loop. I could possibly have a button exactly like this. I'll have to look through my little button collection, but I don't want to take it off the cuff, that's for sure. That is stunning. The attention to detail in vintage clothing is a class apart, you guys. Now look at the back. Do you see this little vent on the shoulder? That creates a billowiness in the back and beautiful movement. And the peplum on this piece is stunning. Just gorgeous. The fact that it's a high neck as well, which is my absolute love. Oh my God, I cannot wait to style this up. There's belt loops here, which I just noticed. However, there was no belt, so I may cut those off. Not sure. This also has slight shoulder pads there, but I mean, come on, what an absolute treasure find. This is so rare, unmistakably vintage, but a piece that I can modernize, which is so important to me when I am thrifting vintage because I come across so much of it. But if I'm not able to make it look current, then I'm not interested. So I absolutely love this piece of the total haul for me. Love. So my friends, that brings us to the end of another thrifting adventure. Thank you so much for watching this video as always. Please come and say hello over on Instagram for your daily outfit inspo. And I really hope I see you guys in my next one. Bye.